I know what can happen when an American president calls for an uprising, and then steps back when that uprising begins. I know because I've seen it before. In February 1991, during the final days of the First Gulf War, George H.W. Bush delivered a speech that would echo far beyond the factory floor where he gave it. He stood inside a factory in Massachusetts, where workers were building the Patriot missile system, at the time considered one of the most advanced weapons of war. Outside that factory, the world was already deep in conflict. The military campaign known as Operation Desert Storm was underway. American, British, and Allied aircraft were pounding Iraqi positions from the sky. On the borders of Iraq and Kuwait, tens of thousands of troops waited for the ground invasion. At that same time, I was in Baghdad, reporting on the war. Just days earlier, an American airstrike had hit a shelter in the suburb of Amaria. More than 400 civilians were killed. The United States and Britain said the building was a military command center. But I had seen the aftermath with my own eyes. The bodies were still there. Children, women, the elderly. The shelter was still smoldering. And it was clear to anyone standing there that this had not been a command center. At the time, I didn't even notice Bush's speech. But 35 years later, I think about it often. Especially when leaders like Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu tell the people of Iran that they have a once-in-a-generation chance to overthrow their government, without promising them direct military support. Back in 1991, Bush praised the Patriot workers and spoke about the war. The conflict had the legal backing of the United Nations Security Council, something many wars since have lacked. Then he said something that would have enormous consequences. There is another way for the bloodshed to stop, Bush said, and that is for the Iraqi military and the Iraqi people to take matters into their own hands.